Oh, oh man, I am so excited. I have a new car. Oh my god. Yes. This is a 2020 Hyundai Kona SE. SE is it's the basic model. I don't need the fucking fancy bells and whistles. And the stupid thing is that it comes with a bunch of fancy bells and whistles. But I don't care. I've got a goddamn screen. I've got a full fucking phone projection screen. I thought it wasn't working. I thought I had a problem, but it is working. I don't like. I guess the I don't know. The system needed to like sit overnight or something. Something just needed time to sit because I thought there was something wrong with it, but I got it working. So there's not a goddamn oh man, this car's perfect. So right now I don't have to have the problem of not having a GPS while I am fucking trying to record or live stream for YouTube or Instagram or whatever, because I don't have to use picture-in-picture or anything like that. I don't have to run that app here. The app is running into the car. Ooh, I love it. I love it. It's got the Bluetooth, the audio fucking fidelity is fucking ridiculous. I don't have to fucking deal with the crackle of the FM radio lurking in the background. I've put a whole lot into getting this thing right where I want it. And, oh my god, you can't believe the fucking steal I got on this car. Two previous owners, and it, as a 2020, it's a certified pre-owned for 14 fucking grand plus tax and shit. So, ha 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 ha, right? And I got my payments to deal with, but this is a small SUV. I can't believe that they call this a fucking SUV. It is a hair larger than a hatchback. But this bitch got a 2-liter engine, and I can tow things with it. So I'm like in a tight modern version of the Ford Escape, basically. And by and large, I love it. It's not super digital. It's got like analog fucking dial, or it's got analog like for your fuel, your speedometer and stuff, as well as a digital for it. It's got a small digital screen that has a few like drive control fucking menus and things like that. Yeah. This is gonna make my general driving experience 20 times better, which means these drive streams will be a little bit better, as there's going to be almost no significant fucking stress, due to uncertainties. I mean, like this bad boy, I can take this to all sorts of, I keep this thing well serviced, if you will. Which I have paid for the well servicing. Have I tried MDT? Is that a drug? It doesn't sound like an organic drug. If that's the scientific name for a naturally occurring substance, then I wouldn't know it. What is MDT? Or is MDT a kind of car? Because I'm talking about cars. So yes, okay. Well, does it have a street name, or are we just going by the 3-letter agency? It's DM. Oh, trip. It's DMT. What do you mean it's DM? What's DMT? Is MDT, you meant to say DMT and it came out backwards? I would say that theoretically, I have tried DMT outside of the natural dream state in which it is produced, which that's when you say DMT, you got to make sure you clarify for educational purposes right? To let people know that you already make this substance, right? So I've done ayahuasca once. Ayahuasca does that, right? DMT is designed to be a synthetic 15-minute ayahuasca trip. That's what my understanding is. And when you take shortcuts in that kind of personal development and spirituality, you get guys like Joe Rogan, who still is very much a man of this world, right? He's he's not broken many personal barriers. He's happy within the system. He was happy to back down on a lot of things that happened over the years while trying to play the middle, right? It's just like, he's done a lot of DMT. This DMT has never put him outside of just doing like what he's always done, right? You don't need DMT to have a successful podcast. Joe doesn't fucking talk much about having about having a certain kind of higher education, right? I mean, he's learned a lot, he knows a lot, and all that shit, right? But it's just like sometimes he just fucking calls himself fucking dumb as a liability fucking shield instead of embracing the intelligence that would have been more intuitively inspired by what he's allegedly going through with his shamanic little drug trips, which, guess what, they're probably not shamanic drug trips, right? Because Rogan is not very interested. Like, he's not his friend Audrey Marcus, right? Like, I got a lot of respect for Audrey Marcus. I dig him. I think all things considered in this fucking universe of the nuances and how seriously we have to take so many things, you gotta like people, even if you think they might be like wrong about a handful of fundamentals, right? And I'll argue those fundamentals, but it'll be of no insult to the person who doesn't know the wiser, other than, they may feel insulted because I'm saying that they're wrong about something, or that what they believe in is wrong, right? Like me having a discussion with somebody who's pretty deep on the Kabbalistic grid works, right? This gets, this I've talked about this ad nauseum with various things, talking about the difference between the Kabbalistic tree of finite life, as I heard it called in Code 12, which a couple of Thoth grifts that irritate me in that film, but otherwise fucking awesome and solid. That's what I see Joe's podcast, right? True. Supposedly DMT users, these so-called jesters in their trip. Oh, right. Yes. Okay, you want to talk about the jesters, right? Stein is here, too. So, everybody, you're going to go check out Stein Fox, Greyhorn Pagans podcast. In a couple weeks from now, you'll see it posted. It's ready to go, and there's clips of me on Greyhorns. I'm actually talking about these clown spirits, and I'm not making a Nephilim correlation with it, but I am making an ancient Sumerian spirit correlation with it. And I'm trying to keep it more in the animism, and I do keep it in the animism. I don't start getting into, no, they were the Nephilim. Like, they're not the Nephilim. The Nephilim don't interdimensionally cross over. The Nephilim were born into this world, right? So they had to come incarnated in a physical body, Some people have theorized that the Nephilim were a silica-based life form. Roger Spur of Mud Fossil University is that's one of his big things because of how he's looking at what he believes are the mud fossils, so on and so forth, right? The Nephilim probably weren't clowns. The Nephilim were probably more like your trolls and your orcs and stuff, right? And there's something there is something to be said about the concept that I've heard, like the Nephilim and the Raphaim, and that the Raphaim were different. They both seem to be giants, one way, physical giants, one way or the other. The way I saw it, granted that was the channeled information, because there isn't any other information that I know of, right? So the giants the giants probably existed, but none of the stories of the giants existed. The giants probably were real things that there are real issues with, and they're put into the mythological allegories, so on and so forth, right? So I'm not dismissing giants, but also I do think that maybe they were used as allegories, although we did just have to deal with them because they were these big fucking things that were man-eaters, right? Everybody knows the stories about the giants of North America in particular. It's very interesting that those giants are in North America, like just North America. Like there weren't, like you don't get too many giant bones, too many places, right? All the stories of specifically giants, Jotuns in Europe, and you can't find any corpses of giants buried there or whatever. Maybe that was the point. Maybe that the Carpathian white people, the Carpathian peoples, when we emerged, we were like, a lot of fucking giants, these fucking land we want, that's no good. Let's fucking drive them out. We succeeded, right? Our ancestors did that, and we did a thorough fucking job of making sure that those fuckers are good and dead, and very few of their remains or something, because we don't need necromancers. Probably the reason why the remains weren't there was necromancy, right? It's just like, dude, destroy everything. I don't want a necromancer conjuring him up to fucking tell him how to fucking kill me. Either you're insulting the intelligence of people that would rather be practical for such an object of, I couldn't see that much value in the raw materials themselves, right? The craft work was, maybe the craft work looks better in person than in the picture, but I don't care if it's like if it looks ceremonial or not. The point is that it's unwieldy for any human being at all. When it takes two persons to fucking technically wield it, that's ridiculous. And you'll hear, you'll hear the same thing from people I don't like, who I agree with, like Archaics. Shout out James True. Nah, just out of spite. Alright. What's up, guys? Who do we got here? I got Peoples. Who are my Peoples? My lights all the way up. I'm trying to read. Hi, y'all. Weekend. Oh, yeah, that's right. Freya. How's it going, Freya? Wotan. Yep. Monstrous beings could be considered Nephilim. Right. Nephilim has become kind of a catch-all. Right? Nephilim is kind of a catch-all for antediluvian, non-human beasts, or exotic beasts. Perhaps with intelligence and powers, right? Or humanoids of a certain power, or cannibalism. Like, yeah, there's all these different ways in which we interpret the concept of the monster. Yeah, that's right, Matrix. I just got this yesterday. I spent 3 hours at the fucking dealership. This goddamn car. This fucking car is a Kona. It's a fucking 2020 Kona. I'm in fucking love. I haven't been this happy since I had my Escape, and my Escape made me very fucking happy. So yeah, this is a new vibe. I'm sometimes for somebody to pull fucking like you know, what I need to help me financially get where I need to sit. You know, and I'm not happy with my payments, but I think I can handle it. And if I can handle it, I can actually fix my credit score by keeping my diligence on such a loan, right? It won't take me long to pay it off. It won't. I got about 10 grand on it. I got about 10 grand I got to pay off. I dropped almost 5 grand on it from the jump. Yeah. But yeah, but with my dissertation, you know, this is more about the spirit side of it, right? You know, you will see that I citate Pazuzu a bit, right? And I come from an intuitive place with this one, right? I didn't quite do a big amount of academic whatever, but it was something I could really talk about. And I love Stein. Stein looked like he really needed some people to generate some traffic for him at the moment, and I wanted to step up for Stein because Stein's been a good friend and colleague. Thank you, Stein. Start an OnlyFans. Maybe. I haven't taken my shirt off as much as I used to. You'll notice if you look back, I've been largely shirted even in the summer. It just kind of goes part and parcel with the activity that I'm doing. Like I've been so busy with things where I just don't want to show up in my car with my shirt off to where I'm going, that I better have the shirt on right before I get there. Right, I'm doing different things even while I was unemployed. Yeah. Exactly. Takes a long time to grow when you're doing things on such an authentic level, right? And I like Stein because of his authentic level. You know, and he can talk to someone who's nothing special like me, and he can talk to other cool people. You know, he's talked to some bigger people. I think he just had Gary Wayne on. Gary Wayne is awesome. I've been listening to him forever because I've known Ra Castaldo. He's a friend from Eye of Ra, and Gary Wayne is friends with Ra. And I haven't had Gary on myself. I need to fucking correct that at some point. I'm not there yet. It takes me a while to think of exactly how that conversation is going to go down, but then you see the fucking results when I do, because who draws the correlations for the questions like I do? To the point where I almost get myself in goddamn trouble. Woo! Alright, here we are. Alright, guys. Hey, what's up, Cameron? It seems to be the trend for you from here. Yeah, I think so. This car is a little bit of a leap of faith, just because, like I said, I'm not happy with the monthly payments I have to deal with. I really am paying double what I hoped for. So I'm taking that as a sign of the universe is that I'm worth that much, and I'm gonna earn it. I'm gonna step into the office right now. Probably won't have any work set up for me in the office because of me showing up at this hour, because it's a little bit late for when they like to see people pass through. But I just want to step in, show face, give a progress report because of the things I got going on. So I will catch you guys in a little bit. Thanks.
A mi hermano.
Okay. Ooh. shoot, I'm still going here. Ha!